All right, so I've landed. I took a flight from West Palm Beach, Florida, Salt Lake City. It's approximately 12:30 in the morning, so you know, really nobody's here. When I hopped on that plane on Friday, there weren't any Christmas trees. Well, Halloween's over, might as well convert to Christmas, but that's not why I'm filming this video. Why I'm filming this video is because even though it's late and it's basically Monday morning, it's my 41st birthday, November 11th. And even more important than that is, normally on a Monday morning, I'd be getting my kids ready for school, dropping them off, and then hopping back on to a laptop to work my job remote from home. I'm currently allowed an exemption from my office to work from home all days except Wednesdays, where I have to drive in 40 minute-ish commute south from where I live. Now, here's the thing. So I mentioned I'm marking the day of my birthday, and it also marks the day I retire from being an employee ever again for as long as I live. I've been dreaming about this day, fantasizing about this day, debating whether this day could ever really happen for me for almost 7 years. Been very crystal clear on actually how this day is going to play out for at least 3 or 4 years. And how it's going to play out is I'm not driving to work. I'm going to be taking a taxi, an Uber, into my office, going in, unexpectedly arriving on a Monday morning, and pulling my boss aside, taking him into a side room and laying it on him, kind of blindsiding him out of the blue, saying, well, hey, it's not you, it's me, but I'm done, okay? I'm no longer motivated by money, but I'm motivated by purpose. I found my purpose, and it's not being stuck in a cubicle slaving away for the rest of my life. It's been 18 years. 18 years of my life I've given away to a corporation. There were periods of time when I was working 60 to 80 hours a week, only with the hope of one day getting promoted to make more money, and guess what? That one day never happened. Actually, what happened is I busted my tail filling out paperwork to get promoted with a fancy title. It didn't come with a fucking pay raise. Are you kidding me? Well, what's worse more than a title is it came with additional work and responsibilities. Is there any of you, have you ever felt that? Have you ever felt that before? Seriously. I don't know if you've experienced that in your life, but I heard about these kinds of things happening to people. It didn't happen to me until when it did. It was utter bullshit. I'll tell you what. I've been dreaming about this day for a very long time. After I tell my boss, hey, I'm done, I quit, you have me until noon. I've planned for a limousine to pick me up and break me free from my jail, this corporate prison. Now, luckily, since COVID, I haven't had to be in the office consistently for more than, I think it was about 1 to 2 or 3 months max that I was back in the office daily. And then the Omicron COVID virus went on a rampage, and we were able to go back home, and everyone's in the office 5 days a week except for me. I had a medical exemption that allowed me to work from home. It was a 6-month medical extension, and surprisingly, it actually expires. It's either today, my birthday, or someday this week. I don't know. It's a ticking time bomb when the bosso is gonna say, guess what? You're supposed to come back into the office 5 days a week. Your calendar's now loaded up with meetings. And oh yeah, you still have a bunch of work to do. Looks like with these meetings, you might just have to start working overtime again to get your work done. Like I had been years ago when I was in this mind of, hey, I'll climb a corporate ladder so that one day I can make more money and provide better for my family. Well, that day ain't gonna have to happen. You see, I'm not gonna go ask for another medical exemption or extension or negotiate to say, hey, can I continue working from home? I'm not gonna quit that job and go look for another job. God, to imagine I have to update a resume? Ugh, yuck. I don't give a shit about resumes. So, not gonna happen. The alternative, liberating, is the fact that I'm never working again for another man ever again for the rest of my life. Now, I'm working for myself, building my dream, building my future for my family. Not somebody else's. Someone so far removed, a corporation, a cold, dark, dismal place that doesn't know my name, my face, doesn't recognize, appreciate the sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. When you trade your life away for a paycheck, you're sacrificing your purpose. You're sacrificing your greater good. Like, I'm not knocking jobs. I'm not knocking the work that's done in the world or the work that I even did as an engineer stuck in a freaking cubicle because I was providing value. But come on, let's get real. I got wrapped up in believing that my job was my life. My work was my purpose. It's never been as an employee. My purpose was to make money. First and foremost, that's how I landed the job, was, hey, I was gonna be able to make more money than my colleagues graduating with better grades than I ever got. Yeah, this day's finally come. So it's 12:30 in the morning, I'm getting a taxi. I don't give a shit that people are staring at me. I'm holding my phone up in an airport. It's the middle of the night. But guess what? This is me documenting one of the most meaningful days in my life. Don't get me wrong. Meeting my wife and then having my children were the most meaningful days. They can't even compare to this, but this is because it's for you. This is because this day is to prove to you that it's possible. I didn't believe it was possible for myself, and here I am walking it out. You can do this too. Let's do it together.